You know, I don't know where to start. A lot of people quarrel with me. A lot of people on the internet, they castigate me. They castigate other people. By the way, my name is Chidi. I'm reaching you from Toronto, Canada. Worship Media. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Click the notification button and leave a comment, thumbs up. I usually say this for new. If you're watching this for the first time, um, a lot of people criticize me and a lot of other people who focus on happenings in Nigeria. We do videos and vlogs about it, and it concerns me. Today, I'm really very mixed up. I'm so mad. I am sad. I am frustrated. So many emotions just swelling up in my head. And I keep wondering, what is it that I would do to make those people that have a problem with me doing videos about situations in Nigeria? I'm thinking, what should I do to make them feel happy? What is it that if I do, they will be okay with me? Should I shut up when I see something going wrong? Should I stop chastising Nigerian youths and telling them what they should do? Should I stop criticizing the government or criticizing the system when I think they're not getting it right? And so I'm just gonna throw this situation out there and expect maybe in the comment section or through a response video or something else, somebody who thinks that people like me should not be criticizing the system, should not be demanding for accountability. I want them to respond in how we think we should go or what is the right thing to do in this situation. In this video, I have a question to ask, and I'm asking, how many Nigerian lives, how many people should die in Nigeria for it to get the government to show consent? I'm not talking about even the government, for it to get the head of state, the president of Nigeria, to feel concerned. Somebody's going to say, Chidi, you live in Toronto. Is it that people don't die in Toronto? Actually, today, Sunday, the 24th of June, there was a drive-by killing of a Ghanaian girl in Toronto. She had just gone for a funeral and she was sitting in the car saying goodbye to her friends, and some guys drove by in a Cadillac SUV, and they shot. If you watch the video, just shot her in seconds. The people in the car she was in, nobody moved, and later on she was pronounced dead. What am I saying? I'm saying that people die in Toronto. Not just that shooting. There are more reported cases of shooting in Toronto today. Apart from that, people died in hospitals. People died through accidents. So, people committed suicide the same day in Toronto. In fact, if you take a head count, you probably shockingly find out that maybe more than 50 people, or 60, or even 100 people died around the city of Toronto. And so the point is, somebody might say, so why are you not complaining about that? Did the mayor start talking about it? And my answer will be no. The mayor didn't have to talk about the people who died in the hospitals out of illness. The mayor didn't have to talk about people who died out of old age. The mayor didn't talk about some people that died maybe in a crash, in a car accident or something. That is something very unfortunate, very sad. But definitely the mayor will talk about the people that were shot. This is because these are acts of violence and things that rock the very fiber of a community. Cross over to Nigeria. This morning, we heard reports of how close to, the official report is 86 people. Unofficial report puts the death toll at over 100 in just Nigeria. You would think that any higher ranking minister will make a comment about it. You would think that the president of Nigeria will make any comment about it. But nothing. The person I saw making a comment was the police. It wasn't even the police commissioner. The police in charge of the area, which is expected. But I'm wondering if there was an attack, some kind of attack on a settlement, a group of people, a street, a church, a marketplace, and let's say 4 people were shot. I'm telling you, Toronto will ground to a stop, literally. Go and see what happened when a crazy guy drove his truck, by the sidewalk, and he knocked down a lot of Torontonians, and we lost close to more than 8 people, more than 10 people we lost in that incident. Go and see how the whole place was shut down. The government could not almost function because everything was focused on that incident. At the end of the day, the mayor spoke about it. Not just the mayor, the prime minister spoke about it. That is how important human life is to these people. But in Nigeria, you will hear that 86 people died. Not just that we are suspecting that they died or something. No, their corpses were identified. Those were bodies, 86 bodies, and still counting. Because some people, they all ran into the bush with wounds and died as a result of their wounds. I'm not going to talk further than this. The investigation is going on. Nobody has been mentioned. Nobody has claimed responsibility. So I'm not even going to call any name. But I can assure you that right now, what is going on in people's minds is somebody saying, "Oh, I hope they'll end up finding out that it was just 2 communities fighting with each other. It is people who know each other. It's a communal war." And oh my God, thank God, they will not link any of us to it. On the other hand, somebody is busy saying that they hope it is Fulani herdsmen, so that it will make what they are saying become more relevant. But you know what? I'm not interested in that politics. I'm not interested whether it is Fulani men whether it's communal crisis, no matter what it is, I'm telling you, I am not interested. What is annoying me, it is the state of our nation. Remember those days, if one person, if you hear that somebody died, it was a hit and run case, or armed robbers attacked him, and it was maybe shot dead, maybe beaten to death, or whatever they did, and he's lying there in the street dead. His corpse is on the roadside. Now, 20 people would die. To be like nothing. 60 people would die. Nothing. 80 people will still be arguing whether the president should talk about it or whether he shouldn't talk about it, whether he should visiting the place is another thing altogether. And so these killings have continued unabated. After a while, say, oh, we've eradicated it, we've finished it. Why are we praising ourselves when we know that the main work we have not even done? There's still insecurity. It's there. Has even become worse. So I just wanted to do this short video to highlight the fact that Nigeria has no respect for human life. Absolute zero respect for human lives. I think human beings have become like cattle in Nigeria. They become like livestock. They can just die. It doesn't matter. No big deal. This is what I see in Nigeria now. And so, my prayer for Nigeria is that young people will get so restless. Because a lot of times, it's the young ones that get involved in motor accidents. They are the ones that are the most mobile age bracket. So they are the ones that confront danger. They are the ones walking in the front line where there's so much danger, and the possibility of having accidents in your workplace or doing what you're doing is greater. So I'm hoping that young people will be able to see the insecurity in their country, the decadence in their country, and take power back. Take back your future. All of these killings is not making sense. That when killings will happen like this, the government will overlook it and just make a statement saying the commissioner of police in the area is doing something about it, and then it will take months and nobody will be apprehended.